the last appointment in the sleepy town of Daggers Hollow, where fog curled like claws around crooked gravestones and the trees whispered secrets to one another. People had long told stories of the Grim Reaper. Most dismissed them as old wives' tales until the day Thomas Rourke went missing. Thomas was a mortician. He took pride in his work, treating the dead with reverence and the grieving with compassion. But even the kindest man can have secrets. Rumor had it that he'd once tampered with death, revived a girl who had truly passed. A miracle, some had called it. A mistake, others whispered. It was on the 13th of November, cold, rain-slicked, and moonless, that Thomas received the letter. It was inked in black so dark it shimmered like will. No return address. Just 5 words on the parchment inside: your appointment is overdue. R. He laughed it off at first, tossing it into the flames of the hearth. But the flames hissed blue for a moment too long. That night, the clock stopped ticking at 3:33 a.m. Thomas awoke to a smell like burnt roses and the sound of footsteps, slow, deliberate, dragging something heavy across the wooden floor of his funeral parlor. The power was out. He reached for his flashlight, but it flickered uselessly in his trembling hand. The dragging came closer, followed by a low, hollow breathing that seemed to fill the air itself. He descended the stairs and found the embalming room door wide open. Inside, the cadavers were sitting up on the tables, eyes open, watching him. Then he saw him. The Reaper did not wear a robe or carry a scythe. He was worse than that, his form constantly shifting between a charred skeleton and a man with no face, dressed in a funeral suit identical to Thomas's own. His voice came from everywhere and nowhere. "You held one too long," he said, though his mouth never moved. "You stole her from me, and now I will take what is mine and interest." Thomas tried to run, but his legs betrayed him. The floorboards beneath him began to rot, and with a sickening snap, he fell through into the cold earth below. Dirt poured over him as if the ground itself had decided he belonged beneath it. His screams echoed up the walls of the funeral home until dawn. The townspeople found the parlor door locked from the inside. The only trace of Thomas was a smear of embalming fluid leading to the basement and a coffin with his name etched freshly into the lid. No one ever opened it, and since that day, every November 13th, someone in Daggers Hollow receives a letter sealed with an obsidian wax stamp bearing a single letter, R. They say the Reaper always honors his appointments. Even if you don't,